Hello and welcome to the British Book Guy and what is definitely going to be a really short wrap up for the very first month of January. This is a poor attempt. And there's reasons why this was such a poor attempt. So I'll explain first. So I only read 2 books this month, so I only have to talk about 2 books. So hey, at least we get the video done quick. So the reason for that is I read a few of the Sandman graphic novels this month, but I'm not going to talk about them in this video. So this video will be just about the 2 books. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because I'm just going to not talk about the Sandman comics until I've read them all, and I'll just give one big overview on all of them, rather than just do them, issue by issue or book by book in the Sandman series. So that's all. And the other reason is because it's taken me a really friggin' long time to read The Bone Clocks by David Mitchell. I'm really enjoying it. I'm 400 pages in with another 200 to go. That'll probably take me another 2 weeks. So let's just dive straight into the 2 that I have read. So the very first book was The Growing Pains of Adrian Mole by Sue Townsend. Not that you would know what it was. There may have been a time when this had a sleeve. I got this from my sister and I don't know how long she had it for, but as far as I've known, it's never had a cover. It does have what it is in gold letters down there. So I was reading this, and I've read this before when I was like 13 or 12, and I didn't really understand anything about it, and I do now. And I finished that and I realised this is a sequel. I've never read the first one. This is actually part of, I think, a trilogy. There's definitely one before this. There's definitely one after it. I was like, oh, okay, so maybe I missed a few points from it that I probably would have picked up on if I hadn't had this book for over 10 years and only just realised that it's part of a series of books, so that doesn't help. So yeah, like I said, I enjoyed this. Being part of the series, there wasn't really anything I felt that I missed. It did work quite well on its own, which is how I was able to believe that it was a book that stood on its own. I got a lot more of the humour, and it did make me laugh quite a few times. Very good, very British dry humour. I got most of the references because it's set in the 80s, and when I was like 13, I didn't know anything about the 80s. I know a little bit more now. Yeah, I enjoyed this, It wasn't a book that I had to put down and keep on thinking about. It didn't affect me that badly, but it was a good, enjoyable read. It took me a little bit longer to read than I wanted it to, than I thought it would. But for that, good book, quite a nice read, wasn't a very demanding read, and I really enjoyed it. The second book was a much more exciting, and one that I really enjoyed was Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. Now, before I saw some videos about Rick Riordan, I thought it was Rick Riordan, so thank God I haven't come on this video and said Riordan the whole time. Thank God I at least know that it's Riordan. I really enjoyed this book. It reminded me of books I read when I was about 14, 15. The Alex Rider series was a big one. The Artemis Fowl series was another one, and these are all books I really grew up with, I really loved. Those are like the books that have a reason why I read so much now, because I enjoyed them so much when I was younger. And this is the same, and I've got the whole series, and I'm absolutely going to read them really quickly because this was such a good book. I'm sure you do know that it's a really good book. If you haven't read it, then oh my god, you should, even if you don't think you would like it. It's not a very demanding read. It's a nice, easy read, very full of action, very exciting. Lots of things do happen which kept me engrossed in the book. It moves at a fantastic pace, really interesting characters, really interesting mythology all behind it, and this updated Greek gods in a contemporary world. You might have read it, you might have seen the film. I haven't seen the film yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, I'm really glad I read this one. Really glad I read this one. I'm really glad I read this one. Get the sentence the right way around. Yeah, unfortunately I'm reading The Sandman, and now I'm reading this series as well, and I'm stuck on The Bone Clock, so I don't know when I'll get around to reading the next books in the series, but they will definitely be turning up in some of the next few wrap-ups. I quite like the character of Percy Jackson as well. This whole character is quite powerful and he doesn't quite realise it yet, and a lot of the book is him finding out the extent of his powers, and I feel like he doesn't have it quite yet, but it's really just exciting to be part of this world and following this character who is very relatable. But you know as much as he does, which is next to nothing, and then kind of you see him grow really quickly and really obviously, and that's just good characterisation. It's nice to see. Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, really fantastic book, and one that I'm really glad that I read. I was going to put it off for a bit and I decided not to. I decided, yeah, it sounds good. Something nice and easy to read. Boom. Sorted. So, as promised, this was a very short video. At the moment, I've read the first 6 Sandman out of 10, so I've only got 4 to go. Is that right? I thought I'd read less than that. I'm bombing through these. I don't think I'd read that many, yeah. So this would I'll probably do a video of this, hopefully in this month. There'll be a Sandman video on all of them, so I'll see how I go with that, you know. Because it's taken me long to read the Bone Clocks, I haven't read a Sandman in a little while. I'm really dying to just get back into it and finish the series now, so yeah, it won't take me long at all, and then I'll just do a whole video just on Sandman. Don't know when that will be properly. I should have finished the Bone Clocks very soon, and then we can talk about that in the next wrap-up. Hopefully the next wrap-up will be a better video than this one. We'll see. Awesome. There's one other thing. This is a very poor month for me, so there's no buckle. I haven't bought any books this month. Yes, that does make me incredibly sad to think. I hate not buying books, but, you know, other priorities. So yeah, there's no buckle, just the week wrap-up this month. And, you know, I'm going to look into extending the scope of this channel anyway, so we'll see where that goes. So hopefully the fact that there's no buckle won't matter too much in the grand scale of the channel. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. I hope this very short video was nice and enjoyable. It probably makes a break from my, you know, the 20-minute videos I always put out, the 15-minute ones, so that's nice. Leave a like if you liked, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next video. Yeah! It's weird to only study it for like such a short amount of time. It almost took me longer to set up than it did to film. I usually stand here for so long and talk about so many things, it's really confusing. I'm like, I'm not done. There must be something else. This isn't right. No. Yeah. See ya.